Hey guys, I'm going to show you guys real quick how that Mason, Pastor Grant, is exposing Mike Winger's Freemason cult with Ruslan. I've already posted up 3 or 4 videos recently about Winger. I've put videos, I think I've done one with him in the past. Ruslan, when I started watching him, I know that he's supposed to be a Christian rapper. The very first time that I saw him, he was wearing an orange beanie inside an advertisement for one of his events that was back when he was a DJ and doing Christian rap. And he was in, I don't know if it was The Source or something like that, but the advertising for his event, all 3 of the members inside that photo, that his orange Scully is the hidden number 33. The other 2 men had Freemason hand gestures. So when I tell you Ruslan is a hidden Mason, oh, where did my little dot go? It's not it. Sorry guys, when my screen is black, it's hard to find. So, hold on. Dang it. Alright, let's pull this thing down. Pause. Okay. By vain words and flattery refers to the use of empty, deceitful, or insincere speech to manipulate, mislead, or charm others, often for selfish gain. Rooted in biblical warning, specifically Ephesians 5:6, it highlights how deceptive, smooth talk can lead people away from the truth and into disobedience. Disobedience means lawlessness, and we know that any of the Christians that are doing Sunday worship and Christmas and Easter and that stuff, they are pagans. They are being disobedient. They are not keeping the Torah, the laws, and the right rulings. So, definition and characteristic. Vain words are hollow, without truth or substance, while flattery involves exaggerated, insincere praise meant to gain favor. Okay? So, these guys have a forked tongue, which means that it's basically like they're double-minded, double-tongued, forked tongue. They are Masons trying to teach you the faith that's inside the Bible. In this video, it is testing the spirit, and it's got the Templar sword stuck through the middle of the Bible, but inside the Mason Lodge, the square and compass are placed between the pages of the Bible, the King James only, because King James was a gay Freemason who made Satan into Lucifer, and King James claimed that he was allowed to be gay because Jesus of the Bible was gay with John. So while these people are saying King James or the sword going through the Bible, in this one, there's a different logo at the beginning of another one of his videos that I'll show you in a minute after we cover this.
Melissa Doherty chimed in, and she, of course, endorsed the Bless God Summit first. It was Ruslan who responded, and he doubled down, tripled down, and then Melissa Doherty chimed in, and she, of course, endorsed the Bless God Summit.
So Melissa Doherty, we've already exposed that she came out of the New Age movement. She's still doing the Masonic hand signs, and it's very clear that Paul said that women are to remain silent in the congregation, and if they have any questions, they are to ask their husbands. This woman is an occultist who is attempting to do the exact same thing as the prophetess that is, if you go and watch the video from Bethel, that is the Bethel making prophets or psychics. That woman is the prophetess from inside the Babylonian cults that are directly connected to the cult of Pythia. What Melissa Doherty is doing right now is directly connected to her being a priestess in the cult of Pythia.
and everything that was happening there. And now, like, first it was Ruslan who responded, and he doubled down, tripled down, and then Melissa Doherty chimed in.
Okay, so Ruslan started this off, okay? So, right here, Ruslan's event down at the bottom that says Bless God is a lamb carrying a flag as the logo for his Bless God event, okay? Freemasonry, lamb with flag meaning. If in Freemasonry, the lamb with a flag, often called the Angus Day or Paschal lamb, symbolizes purity, innocence, and the triumph of risen Christ over death. This is a Luciferian cult making this symbolism mean these things, and Ruslan is using that symbol. Inside the community posts, I just put this up. This is Mike Winger and Ruslan and the whole Bethel thing. It's right-hand path Kabbalistic magicians versus left-hand path Kabbalistic magicians. It's the blue pill versus the red pill, but we're told not to take pharmaceuticals, and both pills are pharmaceuticals that will keep you inside the Masonic understanding. You're either getting the blue lower degree level of understanding, or you're getting the red Templar higher degree levels of understanding. This is Ruslan's Bless God devotional. This is Ruslan's logo. This is God's Dream, Ruslan's chevron. This is when Ruslan is visiting Vayner Media Company, and they have their X, cult is the sign of Osiris, and it's made out of the chevron, the same as Crossroads Church, that, once again, there's the chevron from the Freemasons. Now we've got Pastor Grant trying to expose these two.
Melissa Doherty chimed in, and she, of course, endorsed the Bless God Summit and everything that was happening there. And now Mike Winger has responded, and just like with Ruslan, he basically shoots the messenger. You know, the VIP stuff, the prices, charging children, the Catholic involvement, the Mormon involvement. He said, none of that's a problem. The real problem is Pastor Grant. You know? Unbelievable. So he does exactly what Ruslan does. He gives this lame response.
Sorry, the roommate came out and sprayed the chickens to get them off the porch, and they made a noise.
The Mormon involvement. He said, none of that's a problem. The real problem is Pastor Grant. Unbelievable. So he does exactly.
Okay, so these guys are saying problem. Pastor Graham is saying these guys have Mormons and Mormons and other Catholics and that stuff going up on the stage, right? So just like Mike Winger has his globe symbology on the stage, Pastor Grant has his globe symbology on the stage. This is Pastor Grant's logo on the beginning of another video that is exposing the Mormons and that stuff. So this is the way that I made my slides for the... Oops, I unplugged myself. Okay, so the L shape of the church logo is the Masons build, the Freemason builders. It's the square. It's the L-shaped square. It's just turned backwards. Steeples are Nimrod or Osiris worship. When Nimrod was king, his uncle, who was Noah's brother? No, was Enoch's brother? I think he was Enoch's brother. Nimrod's uncle went and, because he had taken over everything, went and had his body cut up into 15 pieces and sent out to all the different kings that had been part of Nimrod's leadership, just to be able to show them that Nimrod was a man and not a god. And the Masonic cults, because this is all based on Babylonian and Egyptian worship, and scriptures say, do not learn to do the ways of the Egyptians or the Babylonians. So MCC is Masonic, 33rd degree, met Lucifer in person. Okay? And the MCC is inside a Mason's magic square, equaling the Masons 5 by 5. So we know that there's a fallen angel cult that is worshiping stars, and the three long lines right here are a Vav, Vav, Vav. Watch this guy's eyes that say 5 by 5. This is one of the people, but you have to remember that Trump has been inside the Q Forest Programming Center since he was 5 years old in Queens, New York. But it's not Q, the letter, it's KEW, as in the Cupid fallen angel cult that has been training him since he was 5 years old. Okay, so the same guy is saying real eyes, realize, real lies, but it is called 5 by 5. Okay, so real eyes can realize real lies, right? Freemasonry. The 5 by 5 magic square is primarily associated with the Camilla of Mars, also known as the Magic Square of Mars. While magic squares are not exclusive to Freemasonry, they are studied by many Masons as symbols of divine order, geometry, and the hidden mysteries of nature and science. Okay, key characteristics. So these guys are speaking in 5 by 5 magic square, the MCC, inside Moore's Corner Church was inside of a magic square. Okay, so we have that part established, right? Magic square, that's where the MCC is at, 5 by 5. Okay, so we know that according to scripture, it's the love of money is the root of all types of evil, right? And this man, Pastor Grant, made this video of the kingdom of the cults, Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, Seventh-day Adventists, and Christian Science. So this man that's a Mason is now making a video exposing other religions that are based on the Mason teachings. The Mormons are doing all of the Masonic symbols. The writings from Ellen White are all Masonic, and her family are Masons, and the top of all of these cults are Masons. So he's a Mason telling on a Mason, and he's made 1.6 million views since January of 2023. Okay, so we're going to say that that's 3 years, right? So we're going to say that in 3 years, let's round this number down to 1,600,000, just so that it's a simple number to be able to use, okay? So the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So 1,600,000 divided by the 3 years means that on average he's getting 533,333.333333. Okay, so he's getting about 533,333 views each year. Now we're going to divide that one by 365, and we come up with 1,461 point blah, 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 blah. So we're going to get rid of that 0.18 of a person, And on average, this man's videos are making 1,461 views per day on average. If we go over here to, I can't see this right now, socialblade.com, and we put in that we're looking at YouTube, and we put in that our daily views are 1,461. That man's lies are making him $10.96 per day, or $175 per day, just off of that one video, not including the fact that he has a whole catalog of videos. And he's making this much money just off of this one video each day. And most of that money would have come in a big balloon at the very beginning, and the rest of these are just trickle down. So this man is probably making in the 200 to 400 or even better than that each day income off of his lies that he's telling. None of this is the faith of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. None of it is keeping the law and the Torah. None of it is a risen Yeshua HaMashiach. It's a lawless Greek Jesus instead. These people are the liars. They're Masons who have snuck into church leadership, you guys. I love you. You've got to understand what's going on and come out of the beast of Babylon.